Many of us have dreams we hold close to our hearts: a thriving business, a loving relationship, a creative masterpiece, a life of wellness and peace. Yet, so often, these dreams feel distant, like beautiful mirages we can see but never seem to reach. We work harder, we hustle, we push against the world with all our might, and still, we feel stuck. What if the greatest force for creating your reality isn't outside of you, but deep within you? And that the reason you feel stuck is because you've been trying to steer a massive ship by wrestling with the sails on deck, all while ignoring the immense, powerful engine room that lies just below the surface. That engine room is your subconscious mind. Dr. JosephMurphy, a pioneer in understanding this power, taught that our subconscious is the builder, the artist, the force that translates our deepest beliefs into our lived reality. But it doesn't speak the language of logic or force. It speaks the language of feeling, faith, and imagery. Today, we are going on a journey to that engine room. We will blend Dr. Murphy's insights with the timeless wisdom of the world's greatest philosophers to give you a simple, 5-step guide to unlocking this power. This isn't about magical thinking. It's about a profound alignment of your conscious desires with the immense creative power that has been waiting within you all along. Step 1. Understand your inner kingdom, the captain and the crew. Before you can command your inner world, you must first understand its landscape. Dr. Murphy used a beautiful analogy. Your conscious mind is the captain on the bridge of a ship. It makes the decisions, gives the orders, and directs the course. Your subconscious mind is the crew in the engine room. It doesn't question the orders. It simply accepts the commands from the captain and works tirelessly, day and night, to carry them out, controlling all the complex machinery of the ship. The crew never argues. If the captain repeatedly sets a course for rocky shores, the crew will faithfully steer the ship there. This is where the wisdom of the ancient Stoics aligns perfectly. The philosopher Epictetus taught that the one thing we have absolute control over is our ruling faculty, our ability to choose our thoughts and judgments. He said, "It's not things that upset us, but our judgment about things." Your conscious mind is that ruling faculty, the watchman at the gate that decides which thoughts and beliefs are allowed to enter the vast, fertile garden of your subconscious. Imagine you're launching a new online business. Your conscious mind, the captain, is filled with anxious thoughts. What if I fail? The market is too saturated. I'm not good enough. You are repeatedly giving these orders to your subconscious crew. Faithfully, the crew goes to work, subtly influencing your actions, draining your energy, and attracting circumstances that confirm the captain's fearful commands. Your first step is to simply become aware of this dynamic, to realize that as the captain, you have the power and the responsibility to give better orders. Step 2. Craft your blueprint. Define your desire with crystal clarity. Once you recognize your power as the captain, you must decide on a clear destination. Vague orders create vague results. The subconscious mind doesn't respond to, "I want to be happy," or "I wish I had more money." It needs a precise, detailed blueprint. This resonates with the philosophy of Plato and his theory of forms. Plato believed that for everything in our physical world, there exists a perfect, ideal form or idea in a higher realm of reality. Before an architect can build a house, they must first have a perfect blueprint. Your task is to become the architect of your desire. What is the perfect form of the reality you wish to create? You must define it with clarity and detail. Let's say an aspiring author wants to be successful. This is a vague order. Using this step, they craft a detailed blueprint. They don't just see success, they see their finished book, with its specific blue and gold cover, sitting on the new arrivals table at Barnes & Noble. They feel the weight of the book in their hands. They imagine reading a 5-star review from a reader who was deeply moved by their story. They define the feeling of sitting at their desk in a state of creative flow. This detailed, sensory-rich blueprint is a clear command that the subconscious mind can understand and begin to build. Vague wishes become clear directives. Step 3. The art of imprinting, planting the seed with feeling. With your clear blueprint, the next step is to deliver it to your subconscious crew. This is the act of imprinting, and it's not done with force, but with feeling and faith. Dr. Murphy emphasized that the subconscious responds most powerfully to a belief that has been accepted and felt as true in the present moment. This is where the Eastern philosophy of Taoism offers profound guidance. The concept of Wu Wei is often translated as effortless action. It's about achieving results not by struggling or straining, but by aligning with the natural flow of things. You don't force a seed to grow by yelling at it. You plant it in fertile soil, provide water and sun, and then allow nature to do its work. The great sage Laozi wrote in the Tao Te Ching, "Mastering the world is done by letting things take their course. It cannot be done by interfering." Your affirmations and visualizations are the planting of the seed. You do it gently, consistently, and with the feeling of the wish already fulfilled. Imagine someone wants to overcome a deep-seated fear of public speaking. A forceful, willpower-driven approach might be to say, "I am not afraid," over and over, which often creates more tension. The Wu Wei, Dr. Murphy-inspired approach is different. Every night before sleep, when the subconscious is most receptive, they relax their body and gently imagine the feeling of having given a successful presentation. They don't focus on the fear, they focus on the feeling of relief, confidence, and the sound of warm, genuine applause. They feel the reality of it now. They are not fighting fear. They are gently planting the seed of confidence in the fertile soil of their subconscious mind. Step 4. Nurture with faith and detachment, protecting the seed. Once the seed is planted, the captain's most important job is to protect it from doubt. After you've set your intention, your conscious mind, with its old habits, will often rush in with worry, fear, and impatience. Is it working? I don't see any results. This is silly. Every one of these doubts is like digging up the seed to see if it's sprouting. This is where Stoicism once again becomes our guide. We must practice detachment from the outcome and control our conscious reactions. We have done the work that is in our control, crafting the blueprint and planting the seed. The growth process is not in our direct, moment-to-moment control. This aligns with the Buddhist principle of non-attachment. You set a clear intention, but you release your desperate grip on the specific timing and form of the outcome. Imagine a person is trying to manifest a loving relationship. They have a clear blueprint and are practicing feeling the joy of being in that relationship. But after a week, they feel discouraged. They see other happy couples and feel a pang of doubt. This is the critical moment. Instead of letting doubt take over, they practice stoic detachment. They acknowledge the feeling of doubt and then gently say to themselves, "My only job is to tend to my inner garden. I have planted the seed of love. I trust the process. The how and the when are not my concern." They protect the seed by refusing to water it with doubt. Step 5. The harvest of reality, receiving and acting on intuition. This final step closes the loop. Unlocking your subconscious power isn't a passive process. The subconscious mind often communicates its solutions and manifests opportunities through intuition, sudden ideas, and unexpected opportunities. Your job as the conscious captain is to stay alert and act when these signals appear. This is a beautiful synergy of Eastern and Western thought. The conscious mind, the Western focus on action, must listen to the wisdom of the deeper, intuitive self, often celebrated in Eastern traditions. The Buddha is quoted in the Dhammapada as saying, "The mind is the forerunner of all things." Your subconscious mind prepares the path, but your conscious self must walk it. Now imagine the author, who was visualizing her book on the shelf from step 2, suddenly gets a strong intuitive urge to attend a small, obscure writers' conference she would normally ignore. She feels a hunch. The conscious, logical mind might argue against it. It's expensive, I don't know anyone. But because she understands this process, she recognizes this urge as a potential signal from her subconscious. She acts on it. At the conference, she happens to sit next to an editor who is looking for exactly the kind of book she has written. The subconscious presented the opportunity. The conscious mind had to take the action. The power you already hold. This 5-step guide, understanding your inner kingdom, crafting the blueprint, imprinting with feeling, nurturing with faith, and acting on intuition, is not a magic trick. It is a profound method of aligning the two powerful parts of your being: the conscious mind that directs and the subconscious mind that creates. The philosophers and sages throughout history were not just talking about abstract ideas. They were giving us a map to the most powerful and creative force in the universe: the human mind. The incredible power to shape your reality is not something you need to acquire. It is your birthright. It has been there all along, in the quiet, powerful engine room within you. As you head into this new week, remember that you are the captain of a magnificent ship. So, take a deep breath and decide on a beautiful destination. Your crew is ready and waiting for your orders.